What's up YouTube, 411 Deshaun here. In this video I'm going to be doing a review on the LG Optimus V for Virgin Mobile. This phone has hardware buttons on the bottom. They're not touch sensitive such as other Android devices like the Intercept or the Fusion. The buttons consist of a menu, home, back, and search key. On the back of the phone you have a 3.2 megapixel camera with autofocus and zoom, and it's also a camcorder, but when recording videos it doesn't pick up the quality that good. It's kind of choppy and your voice is also boxed. So the camera is good for taking pictures but not that good for recording videos. On right here you have your speaker grill, and on the back it has like this hard matte finish to it. I want to say like it's a silicone case, but it's a really hard and really durable back casing that they have on this phone. I've dropped it on concrete 2 times and I only have that one little scratch right there. On the right side of the phone you have your volume rocker keys, your up and down, and it has this little notch to indicate which one is which, but the volume keys is flat and that will take some time to get used to. On the top you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, power lock, and on key. You have your dedicated voice recognition button, dedicated camera button, and on the left side of the phone you have your dedicated, well not your dedicated, but your micro SD card slot. Ships with a 2GB micro SD card. On the bottom you have your micro USB charging port and your mic for your voice pickup when doing the text or the Google voice recognition, which I will demonstrate later. It has a 3.2 capacitive touchscreen display with a resolution of 320 by 480. Now the resolution on this phone is quite amazing actually. I have the brightness set to 0. I'm going to turn that up to 30 right now. So just so you guys don't think that I'm cheating or anything. But as you can see, when it gets brighter and brighter, the iPad can rarely focus it in. I'm going to have to do the autofocus on it just for it to focus in. So this phone is really bright and colors are really nice and crisp on this phone. Just for screen size comparison, here it is compared to the iPod Touch 4th generation with the Retina display with a 3.5 capacitive touchscreen. And here it is compared to the Avail with a 3.5 also. Now, let me go ahead and put in my code, and let's go ahead and do some comparison with the screen. I have the same wallpaper set for just video purposes, but as you guys can see on the Avail, you can barely just see the app, and both of these are set to 30% brightness. You can see just about everything on the Avail because the iPad is having a good time focusing in on it. But with the Optimus, you can barely see anything. Like, I have to move it close for you just to see the time. But on the Avail, you can see the time just fine. But the Avail still has nice colors. It's just that this one is brighter and the colors pop more and the contrast is like way brighter on this phone. So that's comparing wise with the colors and stuff. Now let's get into the Google Play Store. You can download apps from this phone directly from the Google Play Store and save it right on your phone. The test killer right there. And it comes with 133 megabytes of available memory. I did factory reset this phone just for the review. Go into applications and manage them. I only have the Google Play Store, which you're going to need that, quick settings, and the advanced task killer. The phone is running on Android 2.2 Froyo, and everything is really nice and smooth on it. Now, you might not get that 133 megabytes because I did actually root this phone and delete a bunch of Virgin Mobile's bootware apps, such as AirG Chat, Virgin Mobile Live. I deleted a lot of those apps that was on here. Only thing I left was TweetDroid, my account, and basically all the other stuff that's on here. So if you do delete everything and you do a factory reset, you may have 200 megabytes, but I would not recommend doing that. This is on Wi-Fi because Virgin Mobile's network is not the best, as you guys can see right there. Battery life for this phone is not the best also. I know I had it on the charger for about 4 hours, and it was completely dead and only got up to 45%. And I've been filming this review ever since then, and it still dropped like 2%. So battery life on this phone is alright. It'll get you through a day with minimum usage. Has a scroll down notification bar up there. It's white. I have no notifications because this phone is not activated. Virgin Mobile's network is not the best. But hey, who's complaining if you get $25 for unlimited talk? Or not unlimited talk, for unlimited text, email, internet, and 300 anytime minutes. So that's a pretty good deal right there. Here's the stock calculator app. Here's messaging. Go off camera to make sure I don't have any numbers, which I did. So it's a good thing I went off camera. It comes with the Android keyboard. And of course you can go into the Google Play Store and download any keyboard that you want, like an iPhone keyboard, a Samsung keyboard, and it also has swipe. So here's the swipe right here. I'm not that good at swipe. I usually prefer the Android keyboard. And here's the Android keyboard. It is kind of small because it does have only a 3.2 capacitive touchscreen. And here's the voice recognition that I was talking about earlier. So let's go ahead and delete all that, and let's go and do have a nice day, period. So the voice recognition on this phone is pretty good. It's almost like Siri, but then again it's really not. But for a beginner Android phone, it's actually pretty good. This phone retails for $139 or $129 on the Virgin Mobile website, but since the Optimus Elite is out, you can probably find this phone way cheaper. It does have the pinch to zoom feature. You can probably find this phone at your local retail stores like Best Buy, Radio Shack, Walmart for way cheaper than what Virgin Mobile is selling it for. So here it is, pinch to zoom. Pinch to zoom on this phone is actually pretty smooth, the smoothest that I've seen in a while actually. So yeah, you can download apps from the Google Play Store, saves directly on the phone. You can have live wallpapers on the phone, but live wallpapers do kill your battery quite fast. So let's just go ahead and do the Nexus. I know a lot of people like this wallpaper. So live wallpaper, and it doesn't slow down the phone, not a single bit, and it actually looks pretty amazing on this phone. You can just tap it like crazy, and it still doesn't slow down the phone. It has a 600 megahertz processor and a Adreno 200 for the graphics. And now the iPad wants to focus in on it, but as soon as I do other stuff, it doesn't want to do that. So that was 4-1 to Sean with my review on the LG Optimus V for Virgin Mobile. But before I go, I do want to show you guys a test picture that I took with the phone. So let's go ahead and get the iPad to focus in on that. So here it is, just a test picture that I took. It's of some fake stealth sound. Those look like Beats, and yes, they are purple. Those were the last pair that Burlington Coat Factory had. So it does take alright pictures, but still for the 3.2 and the price, it's a pretty nice phone and feature. See, I don't know why it went out of autofocus right there. I do have a screen protector installed on this, so if anything did look blurry, that's why, because it's one of those anti-glare screen protectors. So that was 4-1 to Sean. Hopefully you guys liked the review of this phone, and hopefully you guys comment, rate, and subscribe, and I hope this helped you. Peace.